And welcome back to another video. It's currently 5:34 p.m. on Wednesday the 8th of February 2023. It is currently 30 degrees Celsius. So heading to Coles. So we'll be showing a walk to Coles, showing as much detail as possible, like we try to do, what we can. You don't know when there's going to be changes, when things are going to happen. Hopefully the camera will adapt and adjust. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, depending on the lighting. We're going on this side of the road, which we don't do as often. Show a little bit different perspective, different angles, different view. So if you were standing here, this is what you'd see. If you did a 360, it'd be a little bit clearer in reality, but it's the best we can do with the equipment we've got. Would like to donate money towards better equipment to help the channel out, help it grow, to get better video for us and future generations to see, then check the links in the description, which is current as of the date of recording this. So there's a bit of rain coming. There's the old Kirby's Corner across there. There's the barber shop. No hours on there anymore. Jasmine's Thai Massage is open. Kirby's Corner across there. The old Kirby's Corner at the Goondi Hill pub. Plumbing across the road. Goodyear tyres, Goodyear Auto Care. And you're the Ampol service station here. Used to be Caltex. It was IBS Engineering in this location before that. Go as slow as we can. Once it starts raining, then we'll speed up a bit. We'll go show what we can. Like I said before, you just never know when things are going to change. Come past here at different times and they're doing something with a sign or they're doing whatever. So if you're watching this and you see the flickering of the lights on the sign with the prices of the metro, that's due to the camera. It's not like that in reality. That's it flickering in the screen. It's just the camera can't handle it. So this is the metro service station. That's Cold Rock, it has Mr. Whippy, things like that, slushies, all that stuff. We're going to show some of the other side, but we're more going to focus on this side of the road. So you can see more of this side, what it's like, what it was like, what it is like. If you're watching this 10-15 years after it's been recorded, it'd be interesting to see. Feel free to comment in the comment section any changes you notice, even if you haven't lived here for years and you notice some changes. Feel free to put it in the comment section. Be much appreciated. usually I'd be walking in the grass, but usually a lot of potholes and things in the grass. It'd be quite dangerous, especially where the thrift shop bin used to be here, and the Goondi Hill sign, which is long gone. Shouldn't be, but it is. Used to be a Goondi Hill sign here and a thrift shop bin. So this is where the mobile service station, big sign, used to be. Of course it's all flooded from the rain. So they put all concrete in there. I think the concrete was there the other day when I come along here. So I put a new sign in. Show the little mobile sign they put in the meantime. The little prices sign. Bali, Tropical North Queensland. Indonesian inspired furniture, homewares and carvings. Sure they'll be putting a bin in here. Council tends to do that. They'll put these things in and they'll put a wheelie bin in that spot. Should be one across the road where the tobacconist is at 180. A better option, but then that'll get stuff in the mobile. It'd be nice if they put one over at 180 there. There's a lot more people walk on that side of the road. Where the tobacconist is. Along there, it'd be good to have one. Then it'd be nice if they had one in KFC. And up near the bus stop, so on. One down at the old Kirby's Corner would be good, because people do walk along there even though the shops aren't there. People still walk out to Goondi Hill, Goondi Bend, Hudson and all that. I think this time we'll go down Grey Street. Yeah. Back where we just come from. Pelican Street. Just to give you a bit of context of where we are. It'll be interesting, like I've said before, to look back years later, see the changes. Especially when some of these places might be gone, or the businesses just changed, or the way the buildings look. That's behind us. John Williams motorcycle used to be. This was all Landed Motors Marine when I first saw it. Had all boats and stuff out here. This is Gordon Street we're coming up on. Someone's about to drive down. The Kmart Steel used to be, and that which is released now. Kmart Steel, since Frank retired, has moved out to Goondi Mill Road, out at the Innisfail Crown Industrial Estate. So the other side, there's a child on the side. One thing I try not to show, for obvious reasons. Repco, Kmart Hotel. Every few years they change its colour. come up in the old video easy eventually. And this Advanced Auto Electrics up here used to be Cardross. To do with mining, right on there. They can only get past where the children are. Privacy. So Advanced Auto Electrics. It was built for Cardross mining. This one here. On Donald Street, where the community support centre is. Budget accommodation. I've seen this in photos from the 80s and stuff, the cyclones and that, flooding. It was there back then. It's been around for a long time. There's your Kayla lawyers and then the taxi office. Came pumping and irrigation, the sort of storage area. Storage yard, whatever you want to call it. Just up here. Used to be a house there. Looked like a perfectly good house, but we made way for this. It comes out into Charles Street. So it goes through and around, past behind the Workers' Union and that other lot of flats in Charles Street. And comes out next to it. And pumping and irrigation. Detail of what it looks like. And your Australian Workers' Union here, which has Maurice Blackburn lawyers as well, part of it, by appointment. That's what it says. I think they only come down when they have an appointment, just by the nature of it, by the look of it, by the signage. Norm. Yep, Norm. Where people just come from. Started a Cougar Gypsy video easy. It's built for video easy. Self-storage. Your BCF across from here. I'll show this a little bit more first. And there's your BCF, across there. King George Park up there. And where chiropractor was, Anthony Kayla veterinary surgery was up here. Custom Line Computers has been here on the corner as well, in a few different places. And there's your BCF again, show that a bit more detail. We're coming up on Glady Street. Now what's in here at the moment, I think it's an Indigenous thing. Indigenous place. Yeah, this used to be where Fred Sandwiches was for a while there, and they moved to here. It was on Edith Street, far away from the backpackers. Now it's moved to here, like a much bigger and nicer building. So this is your Glady Street. Don't know where the street sign's gone. Oh. I'll take this thing to go down to Marina Village, Marina Lakes, turn left at the end. They're coming from this direction. Easy open the roundabout. Might go across to King George Park, but we'll cut off King George Park somewhere along due to there's often a lot of intoxicated people in there. So I wouldn't suggest sitting on the coal side ever, due to intoxicated people. Here comes an ambulance. People wondering what an Australian ambulance looks like. There you go, Queensland ambulance at least. This is King George Park, also known as ANZAC Park. I think it's more ANZAC Park than King George, but a lot of people get right upset when you get it wrong, or what they think is wrong. Yeah, there's intoxicated people on the other side, so we'll not going anywhere near that. There's EV chargers here, electric vehicles. That's on Gladys Street. You got your BCF over there. This tree here often has really nice yellow flowers on it. Back to your BCF direction. The tank really used to be on the corner. Band Rotunda. You gotta be. It's not a place that I would recommend hanging around at night. A lot of people lurk around in here at night. Not a good thing. Could be a really nice place if it's cleaned up, and having authorities coming through here regularly would be good. Nice place for people to hang out. Back towards Ernest Street and Prices Plus. Says it needs to be clean. Anyway, we'll go along here. And we might cross over before we get down to some of these people, but then you got this here, playground. It's probably going to be all slush walking along there. Not the best place. Down the footpath. Yeah, it's not the best place to be walking through anymore, so be careful if you come along here. There's people sitting over here, people sitting over there. Playground. The toilets. I wouldn't use. The best thing to do is to go to Bunnings toilet. Hey. Innisfail Kmart and Roscoe's. Roscoe seems to be doing well on the corner there. A lot better than I expected due to the location. I thought it would be hard to get off the street, but no, that's good. Good to see. We're going over Ernest Street. You got Hungry Jack's there. Across there and down to McDonald's, BP, Harvey Norman, those places. And you've got Coles here. Coles is where we're going to. Always fun. Yeah. That's all those parks just there. It's all good. There's your intersection across to Hungry Jack's. Should I go down to Kmart or should I not? That is the question. Get more video if I go down there. Have a quick look, there's Kmart trolleys. There's always trolleys somewhere around here. Yeah, we might race down there quickly. Okay. See if we can get what I'm looking for. Okay. There's your Roscoe's down there. So we'll head down to Kmart. You'll see along to Kmart. Once the battery lasts. I didn't bring the spare battery with me. Sometimes it gets a bit awkward to carry everything. Running down to the butchery. Yeah. Hungry Jack's there. Bunnings across there. Roscoe's. Great flavour of India. Indian restaurant. I'll be Norman. Innisfail reception there, it used to be, and Sud's Sisters and a few other different places over the years. There was also a fish and chip shop here. When you watch footage of Cyclone Larry that people put up from the news and that, you see Innisfail Diner along here, which I had forgotten was there. As soon as I saw it on it, oh that's right, that was here too. There's your Rumours nightclub. I think that vape shop has closed down. And there's Harvey Norman. But yeah, the vape shop across there, where sports stuff used to be, and Vibe Skate, it's closed down. So it seems, never see it open anymore. It's a Taste of India. Well, they had issues at one stage, the vape shop. I won't go into detail about that. If you know, you know. There's your Taste of India. Pet shop. Across here. So we've changed the other side of the road a lot more, so I'll show this one a bit more. So where Prices Plus used to be, Crazy Clark's and such. Seems to be used for storage now. Star Liquor. Bedrock Cafe, place like that, Vinnie's. Vinnie's was built for CES, Commonwealth Employment Services, back in the day. Building. So we're going to have to cut the music, cut the sound due to their music playing. Heyman's Electrical here, this is Lily Street. BP. Just the corner of Lily and Ernest Street. McDonald's and BP. I remember this as a tile place. Can't think of the name of it at the moment. It's not Marlin Tiles, it's the other one, I think. But anyway, it's all good. BP, McDonald's, back where we just came from. Dara Motel across here. Just have nice plants there, but really looked after. Walk through there. Very unkept, certainly. Remember in the 90s it used to look quite nice. Not a weed out of place, nothing out of place. Used to be a house here. Remember the old Queenslander that used to be here for years? Only got knocked down many years ago. Town pool through there. Salvation Army family store. A thrift shop here. Always surprises me that Joining Motors is still around, not because it's a bad business, but because you just don't see anyone going there when I go past regularly. So you got your Mamu Medical Centre, their sign's gone off the front, the big lit up sign they had for years. It's just seems to use direct to the public wholesale fish markets. Jeffrey. Young Jeffrey. NDIS, Mission Australia. Domino's Pizza, that is. And Subway. You got Kmart in there. Used to be a kebab shop in where Domino's was. Oh, Domino's is. I'm sorry. Kebab works. You got the Fire Normal, which is an NDIS place. Disability services, which was the Lollipop Cafe for a while there, and Sibby's Bakehouse. You got Subway across there, and Kmart. Hey, how you going?
Lovely. Have fun.
You too.
We can only have fun.
Yep.
Dad, you can only have fun, eh?
Yep. And there's your Kmart. Kmart Innisfail. Just show inside just a little bit, now we'll turn off. Have to. Okay, so we're finished in Kmart. Heading along Kmart here to Subway direction, and then heading down to Coles. Show a little bit along as we go along. Domino's, Subway there, Domino's Pizza here. Now the wholesale fish market's open. I think it's closed. It's nice. It's open. So I never see people going in there. There must be business though. Been around a while. I wasn't recording them. Make sure of that. They wanted to see the video. Not likely. There's a McDonald's. And a bit here. Map and everything. Like a map which is, of course, well out of date. You look at all the businesses that are on here. Some of them are gone, like Sibby's Bakehouse. Long gone. I showed before where that used to be. This sort of things really need to be updated regularly. So you are here. Downing Street. Scotland Avenue, no. That you are here thing is way too big. Because that takes up right where the cemetery and that is. Not very smart. Anyway. Should be just an arrow pointing to New McDonald's. It's more accurate that way. There's your BP. Grand Hotel, Hayman's Electrical again. Keep going, showing straight. Privacy. There's privacy in that. And we'll show fuel prices if we can. Something didn't load here. Like, it doesn't flicker in person, that's due to the camera. Like with the metro sign, I think. So this is Lily, L-I-L-L-Y Street. Show down Lily Street a little bit. Towards Glady Street, Charles Street and that. This is Innisfail Asian store where the fruit market used to be. Also there was a blind place here, Curtin Villa I think it was, at one stage. Been a few different places. So there's this job agency and then the Bedrock Cafe. Can't say much else because it's people's kids. Chocolate cartridges and printing. And then Collins Cordial. It's one that I don't think does very well. No, they've moved. Trading hours 9 AM until 4 PM. I never see it open. New Indigenous place. Artwork and all that. You got Vinnie's. Fish chips and a candy drink for $12 at the food station. There's your Vinnie's though. Show Vinnie's. As I said before, was built for CES and multi-employment services. Quite strange looks of people. You don't want minding his own business, doing his own thing. And at that, just because this is closed or they're selling, I want to show it, but that's hard to show new people. Used to be table 39, I think it was 39. There was a bike shop before that, and it was Pizza House, way back. Pinball machines and stuff in it. It's pretty cool. You got Vibe, Sport and Skate, it used to be. And it was also Sport Stop. Used to be owned by Alan Jode. Sport Stop. And it's a tobacconist. I don't think it's closed down. I'm not sure, we'll have a look at this. No smokes or vapes. A strange thing to put on there. They're closed down, let's say it. It's weird. But anyway, we'll show this. Across the future generations to see. That's where Sport Stop used to be, if you're wondering. Context. Great flavour of India. Seems to do quite well at times. That's where Poochie's used to be. You can actually see in there now. Oh, there's someone in there. We would show in there otherwise, but that's where Kayla's veterinary surgery was at one stage too. If anyone's got any photos and videos or anything like that of any old Innisfail stuff, whether it be 80s, 90s, 2000s, earlier, after that, any of those sort of times, feel free to post them on old and new Innisfail photos on Facebook. Much appreciated. There's your Roscoe's Pizza, an Italian restaurant, seems to be doing really well. It's awesome to see. good to see a business thriving. Always good to see. But we'll cross over to the Hungry Jack side, and then I'll cross the Coles. It's a safer way to do it because you can get in the middle. That's back down towards Kmart, Harvey Norman, all those sort of places, BP, McDonald's, Bunnings. Bunnings, if you're coming here, you got to go down Glady Street to get into the main part of Bunnings. If you're walking, well then you can go down the side between Roscoe's and Bunnings. There's your Roscoe's, Bunnings. So we're getting lower light, which the camera can't really handle, so don't show so much. Gumloon, Bendigo Bank, Innisfail, Family Health, and you've got the ice cream junction up there. Ice cream shop, mini beer games, barber shop. There's those Kmart trolleys from earlier. And Coles. Quite often smells really strong of cigarettes in this car park, especially back there. So if you're very sensitive to that stuff, yeah, don't go near it. Which I am very sensitive to it. And sometimes you gotta go where you gotta go. But yeah, this is Coles. Coles supermarket, for those who don't know what Coles is. There's Coles in America that's spelled with a K, and it's different. Whereas this is Coles with a C, it's C-O-L-E-S. I don't know, a friend of mine from America watches some of these videos. Jim, shout out to Jim, checking this out. Trolley from outside. So that's where they got it today. The little trolleys. Sometimes they're inside, sometimes they're not. It's frustrating. Alright, we'll go just in. Thanks for watching. Hi Lisa, how you going?